Everyone understand? Class student extends person. So class student extends person. Okay, got clarity? Why I'm writing extends person? All people got clarity? Because student is a person. Student is not just normal object. Student is not normal object. Student is a person. So student is coming for extending the functionality of person. Student is meant for extending the functionality of person. So that's why you should write extends person, and then you have to write student properties and behaviors in the student class. So if you write a new class deriving from existing class for extending its functionality, the style of writing code is called what? Inheritance. So if somebody asks, what are you doing as part of inheritance? You are extending the functionality of an existing object by writing new class. In this new class, we should write the additional properties and behaviors of an existing object. Okay, everybody got clarity? Yeah? Inheritance got clarity? Yeah? So tell me one more example I want you to tell me. Here I am writing something like this. Employee number, department, salary, okay, experience, okay, and then next I'm writing here work, prepare estimation, okay, like this several operation. Is it okay to write properties and behaviors here? Is it a good idea, wrong idea? It's a wrong idea. Why? Because person doesn't have employee number, person doesn't have department, person doesn't have salary, person doesn't have experience, person doesn't have work and prepare. You don't prepare any estimations. So it's a wrong idea. All right. A person who perform these operations is called what? Employee. So what you need to do? You must create a separate class called what? Employee. Tell me, just creating class employee, just creating class employee, just creating class employee and placing these properties here, is it sufficient? If you place like this, can employee consider as a person? Can employee consider as a extending person? No. You should write extends person. Class employee extends person. So we have an object. Okay, we have an object. This object want to exhibit new functionality. For that, you need to write a new class deriving from an existing class. Okay, hope you all understand. So what this class is doing? It is student class. Person is extended by student class. Person is extended by employee class. Now I have a question. Tell me. In future, I got new properties and new behaviors to write. In future, I need to add some new functionality. If I need to relate it to student, I want to add, let's say, uh, marks. Okay, then where you rate in marks class, in student class marks. Okay, let's say I want for employee related information, I wanted to more properties I want to add. Let's say promotion, something called promotion I need to add. Okay, something like I added. Now tell me, for the student and employee both, common properties and behaviors I want to add, where I need to add. Can I add in both the classes? Is it good idea adding in both the classes? Huh? No, you should write in common class, that is super class. Let's say Aadhaar address, I need to add Aadhaar address, then you should write in this common class, that is address class. Everyone understand? So can you tell me once again definition? What is inheritance? Inheritance is the process of creating. Okay, a big definition. Hope you all got clarity. Inheritance is the process of creating a new class deriving from an existing class, new class student deriving from an existing class. Tell me this new class obtain this object three things to here. It obtained three things here. What are the three things? Student object obtain three things to the person. What are the three things? Number one, type. Student actually a student. Whenever you are extending from person, student is now considered as a student, also considered as a person. Next, it obtain its properties. What the meaning of properties? Whatever the variables you created in super class, all these are called properties. All these properties are coming to student, comma, behavior, comma, behaviors. Type, properties and behaviors, all we got. After that, now we are writing new functionality related properties and behaviors here. This is called extending the functionality of an existing object. So student number, course fee, marks, listen, reply, write, read, write, exam, these are all what? Extending. This is called extending the functionality of an existing object. Tell me, who is listening, who is replying, who is writing, who is reading? Tell me, we need to write the name of the person. Na? That means this name variable which is available in super class, I am trying to use in this new class. So this person class is called super class. This person class is called what? Super class. also call it as parent class, also call it as derived class. Okay, any of the three names can be used. Super class or person class, what do you call it? Parent class or derived class. Then this employee class, student classes are called what? Subclass or child class or derived class. This is not called derived class, sorry. This is called base class. Okay, all people understand the existing properties I am reusing in the student object without recreating them. So inheritance is the process of creating new class deriving from an existing class for obtaining its type, properties and behaviors, for extending its functionality by reusing its existing functionality is called inheritance. Can I hope all you people got clarity on inheritance? Then you should get one question, sir. In my academics, my sir told inheritance means reusing which is already made. Reusing which is already made. Yeah. Inheritance is not just meant for reusing, it is meant for extending and then reusing. If inheritance is meant for reusing, why the keyword name is extends? Why not keyword name is reuse? So the keyword itself is telling what the purpose of inheritance. Inheritance main target is creating subtype objects to extend the functionality of existing object. Okay, then what the main purpose of inheritance? Inheritance is meant for creating subtype objects for extending this existing object functionality. Okay, now inheritance is meant for creating subtype objects for extending this existing object functionality. Okay, so this is the main reason of inheritance. If you all understand, we'll try to develop one program. Ready? I want you write notes. Write on this. Inheritance is nothing but reusing which is already made as a subtype of this object. Generally, people say just reusing. Okay, just I am following existing materials, existing textbooks, and slowly I'm correcting them. They just say that inheritance is nothing but reusing which is already available. Which is already available, how you are reusing, that is important. You are reusing as a subtype of this object. So we can reuse an existing object properties and behaviors in two ways, with has a relation, with is a relation. Has a relation is association. It is a different type of object. Is a relation is inheritance as the same type of object. Okay. So I have an existing class. This class, static variable, non-static variable, static variable, non-static variables, you can access from another class at test in how many relations? Two ways. Can I use a test class reference? No. You can use what? Example e1 equal new example class object create and access. Easy relation. In easy relation, you write extends from example, main method, create the same class, sample class object and access them. Now my question, if your target is just reusing these existing variables of an example class, why do I need to write my class as a subclass of example? Why can't directly create example class object and access? So inheritance is not majorly for reusing purpose. It's not meant for reusing. There's a people has wrongly understand. So inheritance is meant for what? Extending or implementing an existing object functionality. This program showing you only reuse. This is the wrong way of reusing inheritance. If your target is just reusing, don't go for inheritance. Go for has a relation. So if your target is extending or implementing, then only we should choose what a inheritance relation. Okay, just I wanted to highlight all the points. Please start writing these notes. Okay, all you completed? This is the basic idea. We will write complete program now. Have you written this inheritance definition? Person class, student class, employee class. Guys, are you there? Are you able to hear me? Okay, I want to show you two programs. First program is, just I wanted to show you just reusability. Okay, first I want you to understand just reusability. Then I will try to understand you complete project. What the meaning of reusability? I have one class. In that class, I have variables. I want to reuse them as a subtype object. And tell me, can I access existing superclass members in subclass directly by their name? Yes. Right now, below program shows reusing superclass members by using subclass reference. We can access superclass members in subclass number one directly by their name. Number two, by using subclass name. Number three, by using subclass object. Completed? Now the question. Here directly by their name means what? Static non-static variable. Here note, non-static member we can access directly only in non-static members in subclass. This point you have to understand, okay? Now I'm writing class A, static variable, non-static variable, class B extending from A. Now the B inherits all the members of class A, okay? And now write on that point. In below program, class B is created as subclass of class A so class B, okay, so class A, all members are inherited to class B. What the meaning of inherited? Inherited means all these members are copy pasted in subclass? No. Inherited means not copy pasted. Inherited means class B obtain permissions to access class A members either directly by their name or by using class B name or by using class B object. Inherited means obtain the permission to access is called inherited, okay? Don't feel inherited means copy pasted. Class A members available in class A dot class file, class B members available in class B dot class file. Tell me, is there any compile time error? In this program, is there any compile time error? Yes. Class X is the SOP X is the compile time error. Okay, non-static variable X cannot be referenced from a static context commenting. Then further, there is no compile time error. Static variable we can access directly, non-static variable must create P class object. Okay, so this is the story about reusability. Now I want to develop complete project that shows extending and reusing. Here I shown only reusing. I have not shown extending. Okay. Now I want to show you completely extending and reusing. Ready now? Okay. So hope I no need to write a complete program from scratch. Okay. I want to give a feeling that this topic inheritance is just, you need to learn 2 points. Number one, I have existing class. I want to create a new class. So extends keyword I must use. That is a point number one. Point number two, existing class members up to now we are accessing with has a relation by creating existing class reference. With inheritance, we can access super class members directly by their name. Only these 2 points I want you learn. Remaining thing I don't want to type. You should feel that already I know. Are you ready? If I type everything from the beginning, you will feel that, okay, you are learning inheritance again freshly. Inheritance means only two concepts: extends keyword, existing class members you access in subclass. I want you to write this complete project, right? Let me see how many people will feel it's easy. Tell me now the person class is Pojo class or Bean class? Can somebody answer this? This person class is Pojo class or Bean class? If you want to say Bean, it should be implementing from serializable interface, na? It's a Pojo. Develop a project to create real world object with its supertype and subtypes, supertype and subtypes by developing encapsulation and inheritance. Up to now, whatever the knowledge you gain, okay? Up to now, whatever the knowledge you gain, I'm going to use everything in this project. That means these 55 topics, inheritance, okay? Types of inheritances we'll see later. Up to 55 topics, whatever the knowledge you gain, everything, all these 55 points I'm going to show you in this project. Okay, encapsulation means private fields, private static, non-static fields, setter method, getter method. I have not used static block instance blocks. I have used setter getter methods and toString method, business logic methods, and toString method. Okay, can I use a toString method? All you people know toString method. Can you let me use a toString method? It is a overriding method. Display method place what you're writing. Okay. Okay, I'll go with the display method. Later I will use a toString method. because now if I use a two-string method, you should understand polymorphism. Okay, it creates problem. Okay, so polymorphism required. Let me take display method, two-string method, we'll see later. Start, right? So creating real world object person in the programming world with static, non-static fields. I hope you all remember eyes, ears, hands, legs. I'm creating a static variables. Why? They are static variables. All will contain same value. Sir, according to real life, all these four properties will be having every object separately now, sir. In real life, separately there. Only display time will show that every object contain their own property. But for memory saving purpose, we are writing like this. Write down, write down, write down. Can you copy like this? Is it visible to you all? Yeah, please copy. Don't take screenshot, please. Don't take screenshot and don't sit silently. Requesting you all, please try to work. Write down. This one project will give you complete clarity on up to now whatever you have learned. Completed a person class. Shall I go next program? Yeah, write down complete Mahesh. In this program, can you see encapsulation? Completed? In this program, we have seen, in this program, you have seen all these topics. Modifiers there, basics there, variable types of variable. Basics means class, object, instance there. Variable types of variables, method types of method. This keyword, variable shadowing, local preference, pass by value, setter getter method, constructor types of constructors, default constructor we use, block types of block, static block we use, reference variable types of reference variables. Null pointer exception, we will get only if you pass null value, right? A mutable object we created, and then static members flows, non-static members flow you have to see. Compiler adding changes you can see. Illegal forward reference we don't get because we are not accessing before it's a declaration. Recursive method call we will not get. And different ways of loading class. Now person class is loading via subclass is loading via Java command. Okay. And types of languages, you can see block diagram steps to create real world object in programming world, you can see. And now sample project basics, you can see design model. Which design model we are following? Single class, multiple classes, multiple instances you are creating. Object relation, is a relation you are going to develop. Has a relation, uses a relation also you are going to develop. And OOP principles, okay, encapsulation you can see. Types of encapsulation, strong encapsulation we develop. And inheritance also you can see now. Okay, all right. Chalo, let me write a subclass. What the subclass student I want to develop. Student dot separate class student Java, its own static properties, non-static properties, setter methods and getter methods. Okay, write down this code. So in this project, first I'm writing getter method, then setter method, right? Have you observed? Just I'm following name alphabetical order. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. Getter, setter. Getter will be first because alphabetical order. And look at here, why I'm writing super dot display. I'm reusing super class given functionality. If you call only display method, become recursion. This display method only executed. I want to read super class variables via super class display method. That's why explicitly you should write super dot. When super class method, subclass method, name is same. To differentiate super class methods from subclass method, we should write super dot. Next question. In person class, these properties are private properties. Na? In-person class, these properties are private. Now among them, I want to use a name variable. Can access name variable in eat method, listen method, reply method, read method, write method. I need a name variable. Can I directly write a name here? No. Super class, private members, can you access in subclass? Not possible. Okay, super class private members we cannot access in subclass. Then what I need to use? You need to use same getter methods only you should use. Okay, get name method you have to use. So that's what I have written. Get name is listening course, get name is replying to course questions, set get name is reading to course questions, okay, course material. And next get name is writing course notes. Already catching my point? These are not the mathematical calculations, mathematical operations. These are the human being operations. So because they are human being operations, I cannot write any logics. And the display method, super dot display. So super class member to execute super dot display we have used. Is it clear? And the last page is just a closed bracket. Tell me, once you completed student class, same way can you write employee class also? I mean faculty class also. Okay, first you completed student class and then I'll show you faculty class. Not completed? Still writing? Just closed brackets. When you display subclass object, it must display subclass values plus also superclass values. That's why super dot display and then subclass members. Come on, make it fast. It's already 10:56. Today class running very fast. Why? Faculty class, you write these properties, and can you write setter getter methods and display method by your own? And business logic methods, I want you develop two methods, teach method and prepare material method. Right. Hope you will complete this faculty class by your own. And tomorrow, I will try to explain you how to develop main method class for this project. Okay. So tomorrow we have a lot of points to discuss. Don't miss tomorrow class. Tomorrow class is very important. Continuation to inheritance. Inheritance completed. If you don't develop inheritance, what is the problem? If you develop inheritance, what is the problem? What is the generalization? What is the visualization, realization? What the specialization? Lot of points are there. Okay. Tomorrow class is very important. Don't miss tomorrow class at any cost. Thank you. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Hope you enjoyed today class.